Hey guys, in this video we want to take a look at my exemplar of my first body paragraph, okay? So as a sort of recall, what my claim was of all the Greek gods and goddesses, of all the Greek gods and goddesses, Zeus was the most important to ancient Greek culture, and I had three reasons. Because he defeated the Titans and took over the world, because he was the father of many prominent mythological figures, and above all, because he was king of both the gods and the people of Greece. In my first body paragraph, my job is going to be to explore this, so my first supporting idea right here. All right, so let's check it out. The first reason why Zeus was the most important god to ancient Greek culture is because he defeated the Titans and took control of the world. Notice that in the sentence, I very clearly and directly restate my central idea, my main argument, and I restate my first supporting idea. All right, now I need to say, well, why is this relevant, right? So first I have to prove that he defeated the Titans and took control of the world, right? I can't take that for granted. I have to prove to my reader that this is actually what occurred, and then I have to explain why this is important, okay? So let's first look at my piece of evidence where I prove that he was instrumental in defeating the Titans and taking over the world. Look. For example, Zeus, with the help of Gaia, made a plan through which, quote, and I took this from Encyclopedia Britannica, Cronus was made to bring up the children he had swallowed. All right, and of course, these are Zeus's brothers and sisters. I now have to explain how this quote demonstrates or supports my central idea that he was able to defeat the Titans. Because now you're thinking, well, how does Cronus throwing up Zeus's brothers and sisters, make him, be able to be defeated? Well, let's check it out. This illustrates the importance of Zeus to the slaying of the Titans. Notice I've kind of used my same phrase here, defeated the Titans. Because without him, the Olympians would have never been freed, and the Titans would not have been able to be defeated. All right, so what I'm saying here is, without Zeus, Cronus would have never puked up Zeus's brothers and sisters, and they would have not have been able to help Zeus fight the Titans and defeat them. Makes sense, right? It points out that Zeus is of fundamental importance to defeating these ancient Titans. This example fits my claim that Zeus was the most important god to ancient Greek culture, restated my claim here, because if he did not perform this action, then the majority of the gods of the Greek pantheon that we know today would have never been freed and may have been lost to history instead of being worshipped by the Greeks. In this sentence, I explain how my supporting idea that Zeus was important to ancient Greek culture because he defeated the Titans, and my quote that says, well, he was instrumental in making Cronus throw them up, connects to my claim. Here I'm showing how these two things working together demonstrate my point, right? That Zeus was the most important god, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this whole thing again with a different quote. And I'm going to think about my point maybe in a different way, right? My first supporting idea. In addition to this, Zeus also, quote, liberated the 100-armed Hectonchires, don't know if I pronounced that correctly, and, quote, delivered the Cyclops from the bonds which had been fettered by Cronus, who in their gratitude provided Zeus with thunder and lightning. So here I have a quote which demonstrates Zeus being instrumental in the building of the army that fought the Titans and acquiring his, notable weapon, the lightning bolt. So here I need to explain how my quote connects to my supporting idea. This, the quote, illustrates the importance of Zeus to the slaying of the Titans, because if he had not enlisted the help of the Hectonchires and Cyclops and acquired the Thunderbolt, the Olympians would not have been able to defeat the Titans and take control of the world. Okay, so here I'm proving that Zeus was instrumental to the slaying of the Titans. Now I need to talk about how all of that is relevant to him being the most important god. This example fits my claim that Zeus was the most important god to ancient Greek culture because he was responsible for building the army that fought and defeated the Titans, and therefore was responsible for creating a world which was governed by the Olympians, which was the world that the ancient Greeks knew. So my point here is that, ancient Greek culture was dominated by talking about and stories about the Olympic pantheon. Not the Titans. The Titans were gone, right? And, according to the ancient Greeks, mankind would have never been created if it wasn't for the Olympians. So here I'm kind of talking about all those points. Now I need to restate my claim, right? Zeus was the most important god to ancient Greek culture because, first reason, he defeated the Titans and took over the world. So in this paragraph, I have proven that Zeus helped and was instrumental in defeating the Titans and taking over the world. My evidence gave incredibly specific ways in which he was instrumental to defeating the Titans and taking over the world, and I explained how defeating the Titans and taking over the world made him the most important god to ancient Greek culture. Right? Very good. Let's take a look in our next video at my second body paragraph and how it follows the exact same structure, but it focuses instead on a different supporting idea. So that's coming up next.